Okay, so here we go. Now we're recording. Sorry about YouTube viewers that the introduction got cut off because my stupid butt decided not to press the record button. Basically, we just went over the anime awards. We're basically just going to quickly go over the nominees. We're going to react to them. I'm going to vote. I'm going to pick out who I think is going to win, more or less based on popularity. We went over like how they make the stuff, the rules, and how basically there's a rule that says that the anime had to have aired between December 2020 and October 2021, which made me worry that stuff from November and December 2021, like JoJo, wouldn't count. But hey, that's just what we're doing. But hey, anyway, it's time to get started. I'm not sure if there's videos this year because the last few years they've had videos for the streams attached to these with the nominees. If they're there, we will probably watch them. If not, we'll just look at the nominees. So let's go ahead. Let's get started with Best Film. Now, I'm actually not sure what to expect of this category, other than Mugen Train is going to be on here and it's going to win. Because let's face it, that's the one film everyone talked about. I'm not the only like non-anime show related film I can think of is Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop, which I unfortunately have not seen, but I've heard some decent things about. So let's go ahead and open Best Film. All right, and we do not have a video, but we have these, and I'm actually quite surprised. Okay, so we have Bell, we have Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0, Demon Slayer. I forgot about Josei the Tiger and the Fish. Did the Shirobako movie come out this year? I did not know. And Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop. Okay. Now, one thing I've noticed. My Hero Academia and Sword Art Online are not on here. And that is really shocking. Like, Demon Slayer makes sense. Demon Slayer is going to be here because it's Demon Slayer. I get it. But I'm kind of glad that a good chunk of these, like 3 of them, are not based on anything, while the other 3 are. Kind of surprised they went with these. Like, these 2 made sense, but I did not hear anyone really talk about the Shirobako movie. I was expecting something like, again, My Hero Academia, or even the Gintama movie. Honestly, I don't know what to vote for because I really haven't watched a lot of films this year. Of all of these, the only one I have seen, unfortunately, is Demon Slayer. I'm part of the problem. Now, I actually want to see Bell because it just came out over here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have any time to go see it because I wanted to go see it tomorrow, but I'm occupied. I've booked tomorrow, so I'm not going to be able to go see it, and that hurts me. That hurts a lot. But this might be a category I actually have to abstain from voting for because the only thing I've seen is Demon Slayer, and I mean, it's going to win anyway. I mean, I might vote for like Bell or Evangelion, but again, I haven't seen them, and I don't feel confident voting for them. So I'm actually going to leave this category alone for right now. As for predictions, it's going to be Demon Slayer. We all know it's going to be Demon Slayer. There's no question. If it's not somehow not Demon Slayer, it will be Evangelion. And that is just the truth. So that's what we have here. Alright, so let's move on. I'm abstaining from voting from film for the moment because I've only seen one of those films. Moving on to Best Fantasy. And okay, about what I expected. It's a popularity contest. So Mushoku Tensei, only the first core. Interesting. Like, not even the second, just core 1. They specified the first core, not part 2. That's interesting. Ranking of Kings, Slime Season 2, which is the whole thing, by the way. Case Study of Vanitas, To Your Eternity, and oh my, Wonder Egg Priority. I feel so bad for Wonder Egg Priority fans because that show, oh boy, that was a real something. However, honestly, for this category, there's only one real choice, and that's obviously going to be Ranking of Kings. I'm actually shocked there's no sequel. Well, I'm sorry, there's a slime. I'm surprised that Attack on Titan is not in here. Maybe they're saving that for drama or action, which makes sense. But of all of these, like, for me, it's going to be Ranking of Kings because Ranking of Kings is a phenomenal show. And even in just its first 11 episodes, because I know it's still airing, it is easily one of the best shows I've seen all year. The production values, the story, the performances, it is phenomenal. So I'm glad it's here. I'm hoping it's going to be farther up because Ranking of Kings deserves the world. As for who I think is going to win, I'm thinking more than likely it's going to go to Mushoku Tensei. If not, then probably Slime, but it's probably going to go to Mushoku Tensei because that just makes the most amount of sense. Because again, it's one of the most popular shows of the year. Everyone's going to be voting for it. So this is probably going to win. My vote is going to Ranking of Kings. So that's just how that's going to go. Okay, now best romance. I don't know if it's characters or if I don't know if it's series. So we're about to find that out. And it's series. Okay, and this is okay. I actually was trying to think, like, when they announced, like, I don't remember seeing that many romance anime this year, but apparently there were plenty enough that counted. So I'm glad Beastars is here. Starting off immediately, the fact that Beastars is here for season 2 is great. My problem is that Beastars season 2 didn't focus on romance like at all. Like Haru was like completely pushed to the sidelines for the second season. Fruits Basket, yeah, that makes sense. Nagatoro, yeah. Horimiya, yeah. Komi, Duke of Death and His Maid, that was a very popular summer show. My vote is more than likely, yeah, it's definitely going to go to Fruits Basket, because Fruits Basket is phenomenal. Its final season really stuck the landing, and the ending, the last few episodes were just so emotional. I was almost in tears. As for what's going to win, I am 100% certain it's going to go to Horimiya, but then again, it could also go to Nagatoro. It is going to be a fight between these two. As for what I think is going to win, I think it's probably going to be Horimiya. But if Nagatoro wins, I won't be. I'm actually kind of sad for Komi, because Komi was incredibly hyped up, and no one was really talking about it while it aired. And it's getting a second season in spring, so that's kind of interesting. But yeah, for my vote, I'm going to vote for Fruits Basket, because season 3 was a phenomenal finale. So that's my pick. Best drama. All right. What do we got here? Okay. All right. So 86, I was waiting for you to show up. Fruits Basket, Kageki Shoujo. I'm very happy to see you here, and I'm worried that you're probably not going to show up anywhere else. We have Odd Taxi, also very happy to see. To Your Eternity and Wonder Egg Priority again. Now, obviously, there's one show in here that I'm saddened that is not, and that is obviously the Aquatope on White Sand, a show I adored from last year, and I already knew going into this that it was not going to get anything because no one talked about it. However, I am happy that Kageki Shoujo is here. That makes me happy that Kageki Shoujo is getting something. As for my vote, it is between these two. I am certain that Odd Taxi is probably going to show up later, so because of that, I'm probably going to give it to Kageki Shoujo, but if somehow Kageki Shoujo does show up later, I might give it to Odd Taxi, but we'll wait and see. As for what's going to win of this, it's going to be 86. 86 is another very popular show from the last year. And I think of all of these, it is the most popular, so I'm thinking 86 is probably going to take it, even though I don't think 86 is very good at all. It's a very average show. The second half started off promising, and then it just got the same show again. It's just so boring. But that's probably what I think is going to win. But my vote is probably going to go to Kageki Shoujo. If it is higher in some categories, I might end up giving it to Odd Taxi. Fruits Basket, I mean, it's Fruits Basket, that makes sense. To Your Eternity, I'm very mixed on, because I think it's the first arc, like the first 3 or 4 episodes of To Your Eternity are phenomenal. The second arc, it's not as good, but it has some decent moments, and then the third arc is just meh. I was not a fan of the third arc at all. On top of the as the episode, especially by course, the opening spoiling basically the entire show. So I have to have some beef with it, and I think you all know what to say about Wonder Egg Priority. It had such potential, and unfortunately, it just couldn't make it. So I'm not sure why it's down here, let alone in 2 categories. So that's what I have to say about that. It's probably going to be one of these 2. I will come back and vote near the end, depending on how the other categories show up. All right, best comedy. What made me laugh? And already I know what I'm voting for. I already know what I'm voting for. First up, question. I don't think I can consider Odd Taxi a comedy. Like, yeah, there are fun parts of it, but I do not consider Odd Taxi a comedy. As for everything else, it all checks out. First up, I'm shocked that Heaven's design team is on here. I am happy for it because that was a very cute show at the beginning of the year that no one watched. So I'm very happy to see it here. Nagatoro makes sense. Komi, Dragon Maid S finally making an appearance, and of course, Uramichi Oni-san, which is what I'm voting for because no show this year has made me laugh harder than Life Lessons with Uramichi Oni-san. This show was so funny and severely underwatched. To be fair, summer had so many good shows that nobody watched. Like, this was underwatched, Sunny Boy was underwatched, Aquatope on White Sand, which I am still pushing for to be somewhere in this awards. It won't be. It just had so many underwatched shows. It feels like the only things everyone was watching during the summer was like Vanitas, the second half of To Your Eternity, Dragon Maid, and Slime, and that's it. Nothing else apparently was worth it to anyone. This is a gem. This cast is stellar. The writing is phenomenal. And it's been a while since I've laughed at a show this hard. Please watch this if you have not. It easily gets my best comedy vote. As for what's going to win, I am thinking probably Nagatoro, but I'm actually holding out for Dragon Maid. Well, I didn't think Dragon Maid Season 2 was as good as Season 1, but it still had a lot of really fun episodes. It didn't make me laugh as much as Season 1, but when it was funny, it was funny. I'd rather this win over Nagatoro, but if Nagatoro wins, it's fine. Komi-san, I have issues with Komi-san, but when it's funny, especially like anything doing with how adorably shy Komi is, it's great. But some of the other side characters, especially like the Yandere girl, they're just not funny. But I do like the main central cast. They can be funny. But I probably wouldn't vote it for comedy. But in terms of winning, it's probably going to be Nagatoro, but I am holding out hope for Dragon Maid. My vote is going to Uramichi Oni-san, because that show is fantastic. And finally, to end out our genre categories, we have Best Action, which is brand new for this year. I'm not sure what's going to be here. So let's see. And that's about what I expected. That is about what I expect. Wait, hold the fucking phone. Wonder Egg Priority is an action? What? I don't understand. First up, Wonder Egg Priority has been in, 3 categories now? Fantasy, drama, and now action. And then, second of all, Demon Slayer Mugen Train arc, which is the TV version of the movie, which is already nominated for Best Film. What the actual hell? What the fuck? What? Why is this here? This makes no sense. Did they run out of shows? I can think of a few more action shows from the last year that you could have put on here. I can look them up right now. Ranking of Kings, that's technically an action show. You could have put Mushoku Tensei here. That's an action show. Like, really? I'm so confused why this is here. I'm shocked My Hero Academia is not here. That's an action show. Just Eden Zero, that's an action show. Megalobox, that's an action show. That also wasn't in drama. And I have, like, what? I don't understand. Okay, Jujutsu Kaisen, second core, yeah, makes sense. Dyna Zenin is actually interesting to see here. Like, I don't know. I really wanted to like Dyna Zenin the same way. It started off very promising because, like, Gridman, which was technically its prequel, Gridman also started off fairly slow, but it had a very similar feeling towards the end. And I felt the same way about Dynazenon, because like its first 2 or 3 episodes were actually really good. And then I started not really caring later down the road. Compared to Gridman. It's about the same for me as Gridman. It's not a bad show. I just don't know if I'd put it in best action. Vivy, I mean, I can't say Vivi's not an action show, especially with some beautiful Sakuga fight scenes. So I'm okay with it here. This does not need to be here. Yes, it's got moments, but it's not an action show. Of all of these, I mean, Attack on Titan. Like, I really can't vote for anything else but Attack on Titan, because of all of these, this was the best action show I've watched this year of these, even though there are so many other shows that should have been here that are not here. But yeah, in terms of what's going to win, I assume it's going to be Attack on Titan. If this somehow wins, I'm going to raise an eyebrow, because this isn't a series, it's a movie recap. Why is this here? I don't understand. But yeah, my vote goes to Attack on Titan. This will probably win. If not this, then probably Jujutsu Kaisen Core 2, because, I mean, it's popular. Anyway, that does it for the genres. Now we're moving on to best opening and ending. So our music stuff, our voice stuff, which goes up here to best score. Alright, best ending. Knock it out. Okay. Alright, okay. My ending of the year is here. Alright, excellent. My vote goes to Beastars. No question. No question. It's Beastars. But at the very least, let's check out the others. We have Attack on Titan's season 4 final season ending, which it's okay. It's not a bad ending. It's not my favorite, but okay. Demon Slayer Mugen Train arc again. To be fair, I didn't watch the Mugen Train arc TV anime because I had already seen the movie. The only difference I know is apparently like the first episode is anime original. But that's all I know. But I have not watched it. It's Lisa, though. I'm glad Nai is here. Very good. This deserves to be here. Finally, Shadow's House getting a nod. Escape the Infinities ED. I'm actually... To be fair, this was a really cute ending. I'm glad this is here. And then Spider, the ED, is here. I don't know which one this is. I don't know if this is the first or the second ED for Spider, but both of them are fairly similar. It's Heavy Metal Kumiko. I love Aoyuki, but I don't think I could put this as an ending of the year, especially when there are so many other really stellar ones that I think deserve a spot way more. Like, some examples that I can pull off the top of my head. Let me think. Well, Aquatopon White Sands. The show that will not be on here. Dr. Stone Stone Wars had a great ED. And Godzilla Singular Point, I think, all could have been here. But these two are the ones that was like, if they are not here, it's bullcrap. And luckily they are here. My vote is going to go to Beastars, because as much as I want to give Shadow's House some love, I would be lying to myself if I said that Nai was better than Comet or Isashi Suisei, which is the English title, I believe, is Comet. But this ED is beautiful. It is some of the best animation I've seen for an anime ending ever. I would be lying to myself if I did not pick it. So my vote goes to Beastars. I'm very happy this is here. I'm glad it was nominated. As for what wins, I'm actually probably going to go Shadow's House on the vote, because I know a lot of people hyped up this ED, and for good reason. So I'm actually going to say I think Shadow's House is probably a shoo-in for ED. But in terms of my vote, I'm hoping for Beastars, because that ending is beautiful. All right, now for the true one, opening. Okay. About what I expected, actually. So, Attack on Titan. I'm glad this is here. My War is fantastic. Beastars, I'm surprised to see again in Best Opening. I know a lot of people like Kibetsu. It's no Wild Side, but to be fair, it's not trying to be, but like, the song is good. I just feel the visuals could have been better. I'm okay with Vivid Vice being here. Vivid Vice, as much as I'm not that big on Jujutsu Jujutsu Kaisen OP director. Shingo Yamashita. That man is a legend, and he just directed the second opening for Ranking of Kings, which is airing right now, and that opening is also really good. Like, I started watching, like, is this the same? Is this Jujutsu Kaisen? Because it looks very similar. It's the same guy. The moment that guy gets to direct his own anime is the moment that anime will peak, because that man can make shit look pretty. Dragon Maid's opening, I'm very happy is here. That was a very cute OP, so I'm glad Fauna got some love. Odd Taxi, as it should be. Odd Taxi, as it should be. And then Tokyo Revengers. I'm actually shocked this is the first time Tokyo Revengers is showing up. I expected it a little earlier, but now it's finally showing up. As for my pick, this is actually a very difficult category, because I'm probably not going to vote for Crybaby, because I think the song is fine, the visuals are just not, and probably not Beastar, so it's down to these. And if I had to narrow it down even further, it's probably between Attack on Titan and Odd Taxi. And both of them are, I'm going to give it to Odd Taxi, because it's an opening that I've still found myself humming. Like, just randomly, I find myself humming it. And I would give it to Attack on Titan any other day of the week. But, I mean, and visually it's great. Song, it's great. But Odd Taxi just has this wonderful vibe on top of, all the foreshadowing for the actual show that I can't not pick it. I gotta pick it. However, there's no JoJo. And that makes me very sad that JoJo is not here. Because if it was, that would be my pick, because Stone Ocean had such a beautiful opening, and it is not here, despite it coming out in 2021. I feared it, but what are you going to do? Alright, but yeah, my vote goes to Odd Taxi. As for what's going to win, I'm thinking probably, actually, Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen or Tokyo Revengers probably taking it, if I had to guess. Maybe Attack on Titan, because of name recognition, but it's probably going to be between these two, if I had to guess. Alright, moving on. Alright, VA Performance English. Now, unfortunately, I'm kind of sad because I've not watched that many English dubs this year. And I really wanted to watch more, but a lot has happened, and I have not had a lot of time to go back and watch dubs. So, I'm hoping there's somebody here I recognize that I know from a dub I watched this year, because I really want to award these wonderful performances. So, we're going to see what's here. Okay, alright. I'm actually okay with a lot of these. So, Brittany Cox is Fena Pirate Princess. I'm glad to see Fena gets something. Unfortunately, I watched the Japanese version, because the English version, I wanted to watch the English version, but the problem is that the English version was only airing on Toonami, which is on cable television, which I no longer have. So I ended up watching the Japanese version, which I liked, and I liked both. But I've heard nothing but good things about the English version. Laura Bailey is here again, and I'm kind of inclined to vote for her, because I love Toru so much. I love this beautiful child and Laura Bailey's beautiful voice, and this is the last time I'm going to be able to vote for her. I am very happy that Adam MacArthur was on here for Jujutsu Kaisen, because Yuji is the one character in Jujutsu Kaisen that I legit like. It's like, well, in the Nami, obvious, in the Nami, but I'm just not that big on the side characters, which is one of the reasons I'm not that big on Jujutsu Kaisen. But I love dub Itadori. He's wonderful, and Adam does such a wonderful job. David Wald is on here for Adam for multiple reasons. Mostly a very, very now infamous dub line, which is legendary, and I'm so glad it exists. And I'm glad that David is getting attention. I'm shocked that Matt Shipman is also on here for Reki. I was not expecting to have two skate actors get nominated, but I'm happy for both of them. I've only seen clips of the skate dub, but hey, what are you gonna do? And then she was nominated last year for ReZero. I do not know how to pronounce your name, but she's nominated for Rika for Wonder Egg. I have heard Wonder Egg did have a good dub. I have not watched it, mostly because I was, let down by the actual show, but I'm glad you're here. Good for you. It's just kind of weird that two of these actors are actually returning from previous years. one of them for the same character. And I actually probably am going to vote for Laura Bailey because, again, this is Fruits Basket's last hurrah. And I don't know if Laura will ever be back doing more anime anytime soon, so I gotta give her props. If I was not voting for Laura, I probably would give it to Adam MacArthur for Itadori because I absolutely loved his Itadori. I never actually finished the Jujutsu Kaisen dub. I think I watched the first core dubbed, but not the second. But I did love his Itadori. But I'm probably gonna give it to Laura Bailey because I love Toru. She is a sweetheart, and this is her last chance, and I'm gonna push for it hard. Meanwhile, on the Japanese spectrum, let's see what we have. And okay. Really? Okay. I'm actually kind of shocked here. So, Gabby and Aaron are here. That's actually really cool because both of these are really good. Natsuki Hinase for Otakala, I expected. I'm glad Aoyuki is here. I'm very happy to see Aoyuki represented because I loved her Kumiko. And then Kanata Aikawa for Ai Oto. It's great. This I did not expect. Kiyoshi Kobayashi for Daisuke Jigen from Lupin Part 6. Now, for those of you who don't know, Kiyoshi Kobayashi, he has been voicing Daisuke Jigen in Lupin the Third since, I want to say, the pilot film, which was like, I think early 70s, like 1970. And episode 0 of part 6 was his final time voicing Jigen. It was the last time he ever voiced the character because he thought he was getting too old and he wanted to pass it on to a successor. I'm actually really happy to see that they nominated him because he is a legend. I actually really want to vote for him, but again, that's one episode and Otakawa is right here. And he is who I want to vote for, but I'm so tempted because, again, I'm a huge Lupin fan and I want to support, but Natsuki Hane's Otakawa is right here in front of me. I don't know. I probably am going to give it to him because, again, I love Lupin the Third and he went out with a freaking bang, but I might come back. I'm not really going to come back to this. There is one actress that I think is missing that I'm very saddened is not in this category. That, funny enough, get away. That I'm very saddened is not here. That I know was on Anime Trendings Awards, and that beautiful lady is the wonderful Sayaka Senbongi who played Sarasa in Kaigeki Shoujo. She is not here, and that really hurts me. I feel that if you took out Aaron, she probably would have made it, but it really makes me sad she didn't make it, especially considering that Kaigeki Shoujo is a show all about acting, and the lead is a great actress, and she's not on here. That really hurts my soul. It hurts my soul hard. But, alright, and in terms of who I think is going to win, I'm actually going to say I think Ai Oto is probably going to win this. If not her, then probably Ayane Sakura. But I think this is the one category I think Wonder Egg would probably win for, is for acting. My vote is split here. I may vote for Kobayashi. I may come back and vote for Natsuki. We'll have to come back and see. But right now I'm leaving my vote on Jigen because this man is a legend. He's been a legend for over 50 years. He deserves everything. Even though he has no chance. And moving on last in terms of audio, we have best score. Let's see what we have. Thank God. Oh my God, it's here. Thank God. My vote goes to Megalobox. No questions asked. My vote goes to Megalobox. Oh, I'm so happy it's here. I was so worried that Megalobox was not going to get nominated for anything, and it shows up. Oh. I'm so happy that Megalobox showed up. It showed up, finally. I'm so happy. I'm so happy Megalobox showed up. Alright, but let's look at the other nominees. 86. As much as I love Hiroyuki Samano, I think this is actually one of his weakest scores. Mostly because I'm usually able to hum Hiroyuki Samano music from like whatever he's done. I could not remember any of the music from 86 other than the OP and ED. But I get why it's here. I know a lot of people love it. Again, freaking Demon Slayer Mugen Train arc. Ugh. It's a recreation of a movie. Why is it here? Oh God, I would much rather this just be the 6 episodes of Entertainment District arc. That one at least is new stuff. Odd Taxi, if that was not here, I would be shocked. Vivi makes sense. That deserves to be here. And I'm not sure about Wonder Egg Priority because I do not remember any of the music from Wonder Egg Priority. But yeah, my vote goes to Megalobox. Best score of the year. I'm finally glad that something showed up. If it was not here, I was going to be so mad, but it's here. 86 is, no, Vivi is probably going to win. Vivi will win best score. I want Megalobox to win because Megalobox had one of the most emotional soundtracks I've watched all year. I've listened to all year. I'm happy it's here. And I'm glad it's nominated. All right. Character design. Moving on to the animation stuff. All the technical stuff. So moving on to character design. What we got? Okay, we have Jujutsu Kaisen again. I don't know why. I do not know if Jujutsu Kaisen was in here for character design last year, but okay. Odd Taxi makes sense. Ranking of Kings, very happy to see that. I knew Skate was going to be here. I'm actually very happy to see Skate here. Vivi, I'll accept it, and Wonder Egg. My God, Wonder Egg Priority is getting so many votes despite nominations, despite the show's inherent failures. Like, it's not, to be fair, it's not a terrible show. I know I'm ranking on Wonder Egg Priority a lot. It's not a terrible show. It's just a disappointing show, which makes me wonder why it's getting so many nominations despite this. I guess everyone's just ignoring that the OVA happened. I guess they're leaving the ending up to interpretation. It makes sense. I am a bit sad that even though it's not a show I was particularly like blown away by, it was kind of disappointing. I'm kind of sad that Godzilla Singular Point is not here for character design because I love a lot of those character designs. In terms of what I'm picking, I think I'm actually going to go with Ranking of Kings because Ranking of Kings, I love the old school art design. Like I remember like first looking into it before the anime aired and seeing like the manga covers for like the Takamon volumes and them looking basically like old school manga volumes from like the 60s and 70s, like the age of like artists like Osamu Tezuka. It reminded me a lot of that, and then just make that art style really, really pretty. And that's what they did with Ranking of Kings. So that's probably what I'm going to vote for. If I didn't vote for this, I'd probably give it to Odd Taxi because I love a lot of the animal designs in Odd Taxi. In terms of winner, it's probably, I'd say probably Skate. I think Skate has the most visually appealing character designs for the year for a lot of people. I think this is definitely a category I could see Skate winning. If not Skate, then probably Wonder Egg Priority. But who am I kidding? It's going to be Jujutsu Kaisen because this is the popularity contest. All the popular stuff wins. Let's go. All right, but yeah, my vote goes to Ranking of Kings. All right, best animation. I'm praying for a specific show to be here, and if it's not, I'm actually going to be pretty sad. So let's see if it's here. It's not here. But you know what is here? Hey, it's Demon Slayer Mugen Train. Oh, God damn it. God damn it. Okay. All right. So the show in question I was referring to is Sunny Boy. Sunny Boy is an original series that came out in who'd have thought the summer season. The one season where nobody watched anything except for Slime and Dragon Maid. And it was a beautiful show that had a beautiful art style, and it's not here in Best Animation. Who would have thought? Wonder Egg being here minus the special is fine. Jujutsu Kaisen, I mean, yeah. Dragon Maid, yes. Mushoku Tensei, I saw it coming. I will acknowledge good animation. And then Vivi. This is actually the category that I'm actually probably gonna vote for Vivi. I want to vote for Dragon Maid because of KyoAni, but Vivi, despite it being a fairly disappointing show for me, especially those last 3 episodes, Um, the animation is some of the best this year. This is probably where I'm gonna have to give a vote to Vivi. I might level back and give it to Dragon Maid at the end, but I think Vivi is probably gonna be my animation choice because this show is a freaking spectacle. As for what I think is going to win, I would say probably Mushoku Tensei, if not probably Demon Slayer. Because it's Demon Slayer. Because why not? But I'm going to give my vote to Vivi, because that show, the detail, like, especially on, like, the android eyes, like, eyes specifically I noticed, are, like, a huge detail. That's probably why Vivi probably gets my best animation vote. If not, I would vote for Dragon Maid, because KyoAni needs the love. Alright, direction! What we got here? Hey! There he is! Sunny Boy made it! Holy shit! I cannot believe it! And actually, not gonna lie, most of these are actually really good. Yuichiro Hayashi for Attack on Titan. I love this man. He was also the director of Dorohedoro, which was nominated last year. Did not win a single thing. I'm glad he's getting a nod this year. Yo Moriyama for Megalobox. Very happy with that. We got Shingo Natsume for Sunny Boy. So happy you showed up. Baku Kinoshita on Taxi. All of these are good. Sung-Hoo Park for Jujutsu Kaisen. Honestly, I can't say he's not a good director because he is. He knows how to make shit look good. I'm okay with him being here. As for Wonder Egg, I cannot, with a straight face, say I think Wonder Egg wins for direction, because what direction? What direction did Wonder Egg priority have? I'm honestly kind of shocked. So my vote is it's Sunny Boy. If I wasn't Sunny Boy, it would go to either Megalobox or Attack on Titan. Actually, no, it would go. I don't know. All four of these are great. I want to give it to all of these because all four of these shows here are fantastic. All of them are fantastically directed. I'm giving it to Sunny Boy because I know it's not going to show up later, and Shingo Natsume deserves it. If I was not voting for this, I'd probably actually go Odd Taxi because the way the show is told and directed needs to be seen, especially for a first-time director. But I'm giving it to Sunny Boy because Shingo Natsume is a legend who deserves a crown and a W. So we're giving it to him. I'm glad Sunny Boy finally showed up to bat. We're giving it to Sunny Boy. Alright, best fight scene. Oh! Does this one have a video? This one has a video! The other ones did not have videos. Alright, well let's watch the video. Hoping the audio's on. Alright, let's fight. Yep. Jujutsu Kaisen. That makes a lot of sense. Eren versus Warhammer Titan. Okay. This is not on my list, but I had a feeling this was probably going to show up. They picked the Elma fight. Interesting. Still, I'm glad that one of the Dragon Maid fights got in here. Hell yeah. Oh, wow. The Naruto fight from wow. Shocking, actually. Vivi versus Yugo. Is this the one fight? Oh no, this is the other fight. I was thinking the first fight. Okay. Alright. They went with both of them! I had a feeling they would, they did. Holy shit. Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright. So, I knew that one of the Jujutsu Kaisen fights was going to be here. I didn't know if they were going to go with one or the other. They said, fuck it, we're doing both of them. Both of them win. Also, I love how they picked the pose with Todo and Itadori. Beautiful. To be fair, I will say this. These two fights were fire. Again, don't care much about Jujutsu Kaisen, but both of these fights were so fun to watch. I will say that. This is interesting because honestly, like for best fight, lacking JoJo. The only other fight I can think of that I wanted to vote for that I would vote for is actually from Dragon Maid, but it's not the Toru versus Elma fight. It's actually the Toru versus Ilulu fight from, I think, episode 1 is actually the fight I would have picked. The Naruto fight, I'm actually glad is here because, give Boruto fanboys something. I'm shocked that none of the Black Clover fights made it on here, though, but Boruto did. That's actually kind of surprising. This fight from Vivi is good. It's not the Vivi fight I remember. I don't remember her name. It was the fight from, like, I think episode 5 or 4. It was the one where they're on the spaceship. That fight had really good Sakuga. And then Eren versus Warhammer Titan. I mean, it's Attack on Titan. What do you expect? I'm probably actually going to give this to Elma versus Toru because I need to give something to KyoAni, and this fight was phenomenal. Hey, and that would make up for me giving best animation to what do I give best animation to? Vivi. So that would make up for that because I'm giving best fight scene to Dragon Maid. So that makes sense. It's gonna be one of the two Jujutsu Kaisen fights that wins. Just a spoiler. I think it's probably gonna be the Hanami fight because that's the one most people remember the most, and it's got Todo Aoi in it. Makes sense. But both fights are great, and honestly, I would not be mad if either of them won. I would actually rather have both of these here than have a Mugen Train arc fight because it's not a TV series. It's just a movie stitched together. All right. But yeah, I'm gonna need my vote to Dragon Maid. All right. I'm shocked these ones are having have videos, but not the other ones. All right. Antagonist. Okay. What? Okay. Yes, I know Eren is the antagonist, but for part 1, Eren is not the primary antagonist. That's for part 2. Part 1's antagonist is Gabby. Gabby is not here. Shigaraki, finally my hero showed up. ReZero showed up. Adam is here. Teta Kisaki. My vote goes to Yano. My vote goes to Yano, baby. Let's go. I'm so happy Yano is here. Yano is one of my favorite characters of the year. Like, despite of all shows. But I don't want to say anything about him because I don't want. Hold on. What does this do? Oh, it just says where to watch the nominees. I thought this was showed like another video. Yano is a fantastic character, and I can't say more about him because it actually spoils Odd Taxi, but I love this dude. This dude is phenomenal. And if you've watched Odd Taxi, you know why. I'm glad Adam is here because Adam is another villain I would have had on my best of year. I had on my best of year list because he's just a wonderful villain. As for the others, Shigaraki, I mean, okay. Eren, again, he's not really the antagonist of part 1. That's Gabby, but we'll save my opinions on that till part 2 finishes. I haven't seen ReZero. I can't give any opinions. And Kisaki was barely in season 1. He didn't even do anything until like the very end of season 1. So I don't know why he's even in best antagonist. But Yano being here saves this category. It's probably going to be either Eren or probably Adam, but my vote goes to Yano. Taxi represent. All right, Pro Tag time. What do we got here? Oh, this one has a video. Why does some have videos and only 2 of them have had videos? Well, I guess we're going to watch this one. Let's see what the nominees are in video form. All right. It loads. All right. Oh, my boy. All right, it's yeah, Joe. Let's go, Gearless Joe. Okay, it's darn it. Come on, Otokawa. Yep. Hell yeah. Already off to a good start. Okay. I saw her in the preview. That makes sense. Oh, come on. Don't freeze. It's probably my internet connection is not the best. Boji! Yes! My little nuggets! My little nuggets! Wait, Aaron is a protagonist and antagonist, okay? Okay, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Itadori, okay. Itadori got nominated twice in a row. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright, so... Okay, first up, I'm kind of sad that only one of these is female. I was hoping for Sadasa from Kageki Shoujo, but she's not here. However, of all of these, if I did have to pick one, it's going to go between Joe and Bochi, and I'm torn because I feel like I have to choose between my children. I would vote for Otokawa because I love Otokawa as a character. It's between mostly these two because I have not seen a lot of Ranking of Kings and Megalobox lately. I love Boji. He's adorable, but in terms of an actual character, he hasn't really gotten there yet. I think that's what Core 2 is for. So my vote is probably going to land on Joe. Because Joe in Megalobox Season 2, especially those first 4 or so episodes, oh, so good. I loved his arc. Through the entire season, I loved his arc. So I'm glad to see that he's here. He's probably who I'm going to vote for. If not, I probably would go and give it to Bochi. But Otokawa is also very good. But right now I'm going to leave it on Joe. As for who's winning, probably Aaron. But actually I'm going to throw a curveball and say it might be I. Because, again, one direct priority. But I'm going to leave it on Joe. Alright, we've reached Best Girl territory. We have 3 categories left from being done. Alright, does Best Girl have a video? Yes, it does. Let's go ahead and check it out. Let's go full screen. Hopefully the connection isn't too bad. Alright. I saw girl. 6. There's the buffering. Toru! It's frozen, but hey, there she is. There's my beautiful baby girl. Here, let me pause this real quick. Maybe that will help. Shoot, hold on. Can I go back? But, I guess not. Probably have to, I probably need to refresh the page. Hold on, let me refresh the page real quick. Oh, well, the video's still going. There's Comey. Oh, well, now the site can't be reached. Okay, alright. Well, I guess the stream's over. Apologies for the technical difficulties there. Alright, let's go back. Let's go back to Best Girl. Well, if I watch it in, like, windowed mode, maybe that will help. Maybe if I watch it, like, down here. Maybe that will, be better instead of going full screen. Apologies for the video quality, but I'm gonna have this freeze on me. Maybe I can zoom in. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think that's better. Alright, she is baby. I protect. Okay, Nobara, that was her name. That's who we cut off on, Nobara. Comey. Comey is a button. I would die for her. I would die for this girl. Yo! Yes! Yes! Oh my god! My girl! Holy shit, she actually made it! Oh, she showed up! I'm so happy! Oh my god, she showed up! Holy shit! Alright. Sadasa. It's Sadasa. I already voted for Toru, for Laura Bailey. My vote goes to Sadasa. She's here. Holy shit. Kageki Shoujo finally showed up. Oh my god. Kageki Shoujo finally showed up. I would have been even happier if it was someone from Aquatope, but I know that's not happening. Best girl is probably gonna go to either Melise or Comey. I'm betting for best tall girl. Best tall girl wins. I can finally give Kageki Shoujo another nod. Alright, moving on. I think the trick here for these videos is not to go full screen. Alright, best boy. Best boy. Oh, don't spoil it. I didn't see anything. No one saw anything. Although I think I did see one. Alright. I saw one. Oh, is that the boy? Is that the boy? Okay, Senku. Senku is back. Senku is back. Yes. Draken! My favorite character from Tokyo Revengers. I'm so glad he made it in over Mikey. Otakawa is in Best Boy. Okay. I do love Otakawa. He is a good boy. Izumi, yep, that's... Show off those piercings, man. Because you're probably going to win. I just jinxed it. I fucking jinxed it. And there's Bochi. There's Bochi. There we go. There we go. There's my son. Okay. Okay. So, with all that... Okay. So, I'm very happy that Draken made it, because Draken is my favorite character from Tokyo Revengers and held up my interest in the show by a lot. Senku being on here is great because Dr. Stone has not been anywhere in these awards. And of course, we're at this question again. I want to give it to one of these two. I kind of want to give it to Otakawa because I didn't do Otakawa for Best Pro Tag, but Boji is right here. Oh, this is tough. This is so tough. Oh, this is a tough decision. If this is just for Best Boy, you know, fuck it. We're giving it to Boji. Because I would literally die for this boy. I would die for Boji. Otakawa is a good boy, but he's seen his shit. He can take care of himself. Boji, I would protect with my fucking life. I would die for this boy. So we're going Boji. Izumi is probably going to win because Horimiya, but I would not also get past one of these two winning. But if one of these two wins, I'm hoping it's Draken because I fucking love Draken. Draken is such a great character in Tokyo Revengers. So if he wins, I'd be satisfied. Or Otakawa. Both of them are great. But it's probably going to be Izumi because Horimiya. Alright. And last, but certainly not least, we've made it all the way up. We are here at Anime of the Year. I do not know what to expect. This is probably going to have a video. It does. I'm going to zoom in. Who is going to be an Anime of the Year? Let's find out together, my friends. Alright. There's no sound, it seems. Or did I mute it? No, I did not mute it. Okay. Jujutsu Kaisen is nominated for Anime of the Year again. Wow. I cannot believe that. Odd Taxi. Good. It needs to be there. Very good. Okay. Attack on Titan. Yep. I figured as much. Ranking of Kings. Yes. Okay. My predictions for Anime of the Year are actually pretty good so far. What? Are you kidding me? What? Sunny Boy. And there's 86. Holy shit. The last one's probably going to be Mushoku Tensei, isn't it? No, that's it! Oh my god! Okay. Sunny Boy... Ugh. Okay. I should have predicted that Jujutsu Kaisen would get nominated again because of Core 2. Sunny Boy is unfortunately this year's Appare Ranman because it was only nominated for one other fucking category, and that was Direction, which I voted for. The other ones I actually predicted except for Jujutsu Kaisen, 86, Attack on Titan, Ranking of Kings, and Odd Taxi. I actually predicted them almost exactly right. These two were the ones that I got wrong. I said this would be Tokyo Revengers and Mushoku Tensei. I am shocked Mushoku Tensei is not here. In fact, Mushoku Tensei was only, I think, in 2 other categories, which was, as far as I know, animation. Was it in direction? It was not. It was in animation and fantasy, I think, were the only categories, and it was only for Core 1. That is crazy. That is actually insane to me. That Mushoku Tensei is not here. This is a very divisive anime awards. Like, a lot of shit got snubbed. Including popular shit I expected to be here is not here. Now, obviously, I am very happy Sunny Boy is here because I don't think it's an anime of the year contender for me, but any praise to Shingo Natsume needs to be had. However, of these, my anime of the year goes to Odd Taxi. Because Odd Taxi, of all of these shows, is the most complete. Well, next to Sunny Boy. Because it's funny, because all 4 of these have not ended. You have a second half, your last 2 episodes got delayed, you're only the first season, and you're still ongoing for your first season. So these are technically the only 2 nominees that are technically complete. I know that Odd Taxi is getting a movie that will take place after the final episode. Well, part of it will take place after the final episode. But technically, as a series, it's complete. It's done. It is all done. So, it is going to be my choice for anime of the year. As for what I think will win, I think it's probably going to be Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan, it is the popular choice, but Attack on Titan is, I think, deserves of a sequel show. I think it deserves an anime of the year not win because season 4 part 1 was so good and flipped all of Attack on Titan on its head, and it brought the community pretty close together. Well, despite, the controversy around the studio and a lot of people, shitting on the animators, which they shouldn't because they're trying their hardest. But this is probably what is going to win. But if Odd Taxi does win, I'd be happy. All right, so now that we've gone through all the nominees, we've reacted to everything. It is time to cast our votes. So we're actually going to start at the bottom. I'm actually going to abstain from voting from Best Film because I've only seen Demon Slayer, and that's going to win anyway, so I will not be voting in Best Film. For Best Fantasy, my vote is going to Ranking of Kings. Because of all of these, I think it had the best fantasy world. So we're going to go and click Vote. Confirm for Ranking of Kings. For Romance, I'm voting for Fruit Basket, final season. Go ahead and vote for that. All right. For Best Drama, my vote is going to Kageki Shoujo. We're going to go ahead and vote for you. So Kageki Shoujo. Best Comedy, my vote goes to Uramichi Onisan. Yep. Best Action, my vote is going to Attack on Titan. Best ED is going to Beastars. Oh, don't highlight everything. Just click Beastars. There we go. All right. Best Opening is going to go to Odd Taxi. VA Performance English, I'm giving to the lovely Laura Bailey for Toru. Japanese voice acting, I'm actually going to give it to Kiyoshi Kobayashi for Jigen as a farewell send-off to a legend. Best Box, because that soundtrack kicks so much ass. Oh, well, I accidentally went back a page. Did it save my results? It did. Okay, good. Best character design, I'm giving to Ranking of Kings. Best animation, I'm going to give to Vivi. Best director goes to the lovely Shingo Natsume for Sunny Boy. Fight scene is going to go to Elma versus Toru from Dragon Maid. Okay. Antagonist for me is going to go to Yano, one of my favorite characters of the year. I'll confirm. Best protagonist goes to Joe from Megalobox. Best girl, best tall girl is Sadasa. Best boy is Boji. Ranking of Kings. And last but certainly not least, my anime of the year pick is Odd Taxi. All right, and that is it. We have, well, except for best film, because I have abstained from voting because, that. All right, vote for Demon Slayer. Fine. There, I voted. There you go. I voted for every category. I gave Demon Slayer a frickin' vote because, of course, I am part of the problem. All right, so that is the Crunchyroll Anime Award nominees for 2021, technically 2022, because it's when the awards is taking place. I'm actually a lot more mixed this year. Now, there are some good shows in here, but I think the nominees were a lot different than I expected. I'm actually curious. Let me actually go to Wikipedia real quick. I actually want to see what show got the most awards, because I know there was a Wikipedia page. Here we go. So I'm sure they've probably put them on right now. So we want this. All right, so Jujutsu Kaisen, Odd Taxi, and Wonder Egg Priority with 11 nominations. And then we have 10 for Attack on Titan. And then 5 going for Ranking of Kings, Skate, and Vivi. That's crazy. Look at this. Mushoku Tensei only got 2. Nagatoro only got 2. Horimiya only got 2. That's actually insane. I was expecting these 3 to be frontrunners, and they ended up not being. Tokyo Revengers got more nominations than Mushoku Tensei did. That's quite shocking. That's actually really shocking. Especially Wonder Egg Priority getting so many nominations. Like, how many categories are there? Let me count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It has almost half the awards. That's crazy. So, obviously, voting is going on until next week, the 25th, and I believe the awards are on the 9th? Is it February 9th? I believe that is the date. Does it say? It probably would be in the About section. No, it just says... Oh, here we go. It's February 9th. I figured as much. That's a Wednesday. That's a weird day. But yeah, that is going to do it for this stream. Thank you all for watching. I'll be uploading this onto my channel as well, minus the opening that got cut off because I forgot to press record like a dumbo. Luckily, the stream didn't crash during this. Very happy the stream did not crash. I was very worried about that. But yeah, that's going to do it for this stream. Let me know what you voted for, what you think should have been there. Oh, it's up on White Sand. But yeah, that's going to do it. if I can, I will probably be streaming the Anime Awards on February 9th. Um, so we'll see you guys then. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.